Is there a battle for Earth in near-Earth space? Most recently, something huge exploded on the far side of the Sun. The Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, SOHO, recorded debris flying over the eastern tip of the Sun. The site of the explosion was hidden from view. If you look at all recent unusual occurrences, we can see that the number of falling meteorites on the surface of the Earth has increased dramatically. But are they meteorites at all? At the same time, a huge number of UFOs appear in the orbit of our planet. Someone bombs our sun, and it turns out quite probable that coronavirus also came from outer space. Strange events occur not only in our world, but also very close to us in space. An unusually large number of UFOs have appeared near our planet, and it seems that a real Star Wars have unfolded there. Someone is bombing our sun. If you look at all recent unusual occurrences, we can see that the number of meteorites falling on the ground has increased dramatically. But are these meteorites at all? Maybe they're debris from alien spaceships. Echoes of the space war that unfolded over our heads in outer space. On March 20, something exploded on the far side of the Sun. The Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, SOHO, recorded debris flying over the eastern tip of the Sun. The site of the explosion was hidden from view, so we don't know what exploded. But it wasn't a sunspot. According to astronomers, it is more likely that the magnetism filament became unstable and exploded, ejecting bits of itself and surrounding plasma into space. The Sun has long been at a minimum of activity. No emissions, no active spots, no flares. And suddenly such a powerful explosion. And what if, to put aside all these stories about strands of magnetism, and imagine that a fleet of alien spacecrafts was moving toward Earth, but in the circumsolar space it met with another fleet, another alien civilization, and a battle took place. All this resulted in meteorites and strings of magnetism, or maybe a giant star cruiser with powerful weapons on board and a power plant with such energy on the surface of our sun just collapsed. That the most incredibly powerful explosion that punched a huge hole in the Sun and threw so much energy into space took place. Many strange events are happening in space lately. Think about the wave of huge alien spacecrafts and clusters of smaller UFOs observed from the IS, and they can be seen on live broadcast. They were seen in February and the first week of March. Although at the time of the appearance of these objects, broadcasts are interrupted, but enthusiasts have time to record footage of the live broadcast. Further analysis of footage of large alien craft seen from the ice shows that they have been destroyed, or at least seriously damaged, and are surrounded by countless fragments and broken parts from these UFOs, while clusters of smaller UFOs may be escape pods. The escape pods with the crews of spacecraft destroyed in combat during the battle of the two unknown groups of space warfare flotillas. From this point of view, it seems that there's a cosmic battle, and we are in the line of fire of this cosmic war, which seems to be still going on, and it is not yet clear who will win it. Those who flew to Earth with the aim of enslaving it, or those unknown forces that have entered into battle. With these invaders and are now conducting a cosmic war with them, maybe the world is being prepared for something that will happen to which everyone should be prepared in advance. Perhaps the population of the Earth is being prepared for something global and very destructive. So strong that the civilization is ready to sacrifice the world economy and stability for the sake of preparing the population for this event. To prepare them for the ruined economy, deterioration of living standards, life in cities locked and blocked. To prepare and accustom them to live under such very unaccustomed conditions for modern civilization. To teach the population and prepare military and law enforcement agencies, medical and rescue services to act correctly in a situation for which everything should be prepared. Maybe a space battle is already taking place next to the Sun, and the result of its outcome is not clear yet. Whoever wins will get ownership of our planet. Who will be the aggressors or those who are trying to protect us? But are they protecting us? Or is there simply a battle between the two forces, the aggressors for the right to own the Earth? Or is something equally global coming, but not related to the theory of alien invasion, but of such a nature that is able to inflict no less damage on our civilization and put it on the brink of survival? There are also possible variants such as a reversal of the poles or a powerful flash, explosion on the sun, of such force that our civilization will be thrown back in development to the Stone Age. Hypothetically, there is a probability of such a cause of everything that is happening. Yes, there is. It remains only to wait and observe, analyze and search for pieces of information to understand the essence of events occurring now. On August 19th of the year 2020, a video from the ISIS camera was recorded, and on it an astronaut recorded a group of UFOs. Continued in the video. Do not miss it, it will be interesting. Russian cosmonaut reported to Roscosmos about the observation of 5 UFOs in Earth orbit. Russian cosmonaut Ivan Wagner reported to Roscosmos about the observation of a group of 5 UFOs flying in formation in Earth orbit. According to the cosmonaut, he recorded the appearance of UFOs when he filmed the Aurora Borealis. The footage was made from the International Space Station during a flight between Antarctica and Australia. 5 UFOs flew parallel to the IIIs and at the same distance from each other. Ivan Wagner arrived at the ISS on April 9 this year. He is a flight engineer with the crew of cosmonaut Anatoly Ivanishin and NASA astronaut Chris Cassidy. Ivan Wagner. At 9:12 seconds, there are 5 objects, flying on a parallel course and at the same distance from each other. The frames were taken once per second and then collected in a video of 25 FCs. That is, the real time of observation of the objects is 52 seconds. The information has been submitted to the Roscosmos State Corporation Management. The materials have been submitted to the Central Research Institute of Space and Research Institute of the Russian Academy of Sciences for analysis. This is a significant event because the observation of UFOs is officially reported by an astronaut working on the ISS. Now, everything will depend on the honesty or determination of Roscosmos to tell the Earthlings the truth, that on the orbit of our planet UFOs fly not even in tens, but in hundreds. Ivan Wagner posted a very darkened video, but we have clarifying and contrast-enhancing filters, and I apply these filters to that short video posted by the cosmonaut. It is valuable because it is clear footage from the orbit. Yes, darkened to hide unnecessary details, but real and in a lightened video you can see that in orbit fly not only these 5 UFOs, although they are of course interesting because they fly information and have an impressive size, and besides them the Earth's orbit is teeming with other UFOs. I counted at least 10 separate UFOs in this video, of different sizes, flying on different trajectories. At the very end of the video, where in the original recording nothing is visible, when the contrast and brightness is increased, a whole flotilla of some luminous objects flying below the orbit of the ISS becomes visible. Russian cosmonaut does not comment on this huge group of luminous objects, but the question remains, what is this in such numbers flew below the ISS? And what are these individual UFOs flying by the dozens in near-Earth space, not to mention an even formation of 5 large UFOs? Will we get answers? I honestly doubt it. The established stereotype taboo on any information confirming the existence of UFOs can work, and so far, even the recognition of the existence of UFOs by the Pentagon has not affected the attitude of official structures of the countries to the problem of unidentified objects in orbit and in the atmosphere of the Earth. Next in the video, but the date is different, the arrival of the UFO flotilla in Earth's orbit on November 16, 2020. Since this event is significant, and there are those who want to diminish its significance by claiming that this video itself is fake, I am posting a link to this recording stored in the archive of broadcasts from the ISS. You will see the link in the description. You can see for yourself that the video is authentic. The UFO fleet appears at the 2 hour 9 minute 23 second mark. The UFO fleet of the 16th of November 2020. The ISIS camera recorded a fleet of more than 150 unidentified objects in Earth's orbit. 8 months after the first observations of the UFO fleet in Earth orbit recorded a new appearance of the flotilla on November 16, 2020. A huge cluster of UFOs appeared in a live broadcast from the International Space Station. Previously, several flotillas of UFOs had appeared during live broadcasts from the ISS in February and early May 2020. All of the UFOs did not fit in the field of view of the ISS camera, but the total number can be counted, and there are more than 150. These are not city lights, which are present on the transmissions from the IC. but they are easily distinguishable by color and shape. But these luminous objects cannot be explained by city lights or satellites of Elon Musk. A simple question arises: if there are more than 150 unknown space objects orbiting our planet below the ISE, why Roscosmos or NASA or ESA do not react to their appearance, and do not consider it necessary to explain to the public what kind of flying machines they are and what they belong to. And these flotillas of UFOs do not fly all the time. No, they appeared in November, May, and tonight and then disappear. But where and for what purpose they arrive in such numbers? April 2 of the year 2020, 2250. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.